Touristic citadel Pombas Brancas, White House. Generality. Confronting with Madeiralizinho, areas and Chá de Alecrim, west and southeast, respectively born a project called Touristic Complex and Housing Pombas Brancas, which means White House. The name of the complex wasn't given by chance. It features all the involvement of the project and its location, as well as its impact on the city. Located in north of the island of São Vicente, on a mountain that grows just above the city of Mindelo, the complex dominates the vision that has from this horizon being visible from anywhere in the city. The buildings, which either with contemporary features, modern, light and simple, predominantly white, which should involve the mountain in a constant harmony, touching in a gentle and careful and environmentally friendly way, metaphorically must be a mirage of a bunch white doves lightly flying over the city, bringing a fresh breeze and harmony to the mountains. The harmony between the complex and the area is so emphasized and mastered so that the area has absorbed this designation, officially taking the name White Doves. The project develops along these mountains in an area about 100,000 square meters. The location, as already described, is fantastic and unique, and in harmony with the project acquires a peculiar character. Protected in the rear, the northeast and the east, by the surrounding mountains, from anywhere on the mountain you can enjoy an extraordinary view, fantastic and unique over the entire city, the Sea of Mindelo Bay, the iconic Monte Cara, formerly called Mount Washington or Washington Head, a hill featured and symbolized the city. Mindelo, Monteverde, also peculiar, the Sea of San Pedro, one of the most beautiful beaches on the island, and Cape Verde, neighboring island of Santo Antão, in all its splendor, the islets of birds, etc., etc. Anyway, it is one of the strategic points from where you can admire more than 80% of the island and its best aspect. In this same peculiar site, you can every day see in relief the sunrise and the sunset behind the iconic Monte Cara, to hide on the seabed, leaving the clouds a trail of diverse and incredible colors that bewitch a landscape for magical moments. Architecture. In architectural terms, it is intended a contemporary, modern, and ecological line. The buildings must, within the philosophy of the project, fit with the landscape and the orthography of the ground in a smooth manner. The buildings are predominantly oriented to the west, protected in the east by the mountain, and the north and the northeast by the surrounding mountains, which protect them from strong wind in order to take full advantage of the extraordinary views possible in any mountain's look. Short description of some equipment and urban infrastructure. The complex includes a 5-star hotel right in the top of the mountain, which is the upstream area. This hotel will host, among others, more than 100 rooms, all oriented to the west, in order to enjoy all the extraordinary view. It still houses an infinity pool with an organic shape that leads to the west in a cascade, establishing a visual, apparent link between the water surface and the pool and the sea on the horizon. This hotel is supposed to cover the mountain, following it with its organic features, but contemporary and smooth. Next to the hotel, a little more to the east from it, a zone called Viewpoint develops which should be born a complex with restaurants, bar, cafe, nightclubs, pub, and amphitheater. This complex should, within the enterprise, constitute the leisure center par excellence. As the name implies, this is the area where, better, you can contemplate the whole city, much of the island and beyond. This point seems to be right in the center of the city, but above it. At this point, the view fills over the city and surroundings, conveying the sense of being able to touch the city with the hand or hug it. It is the view of white doves flying over the city. Downstreams, just outside the complex, we find a shopping area with a little more than 10,000 square meters. This area should include general and several shops, nursery or nursery school and children's playground, medical center, pharmacy, bank, event centers, bars, restaurants, and car parkings. Taking into account that this region is one of the northernmost point on the island, and with respect to this, also the altitude is above the average, it provides a unique and remarkable sight on almost all the visible horizon of the island. There is also a sports center, top-notched, with many more services in an area and of about 3,400 square meters of deployment. This sports center will house a swimming pool, fitness centers, beauty centers and spa, massage, relax, physiotherapy and bar. In residential areas, meet buildings, hotel rooms and apartments T0, T1, T2, T3 and T4. Among these residential, commercial, sports and leisure areas, green areas are scattered or semi-green, urban and treatment of slopes which not only serve for beautification but also harmonization and ecological integration of the complex with the nature. The ecological harmony is one of the contemporary pillars of the project. It is estimated that at least 40 till 50% of the buildings should include green roofs and solar energy. The objective of the promoters of complex white house is to introduce a Mindelense reality, a picture of contemporary, precious to encourage other investors to develop with similar initiative this mysterious, multi-faced city. The tourist citadel White House Resort, with numerous hotel facilities able to host up to 2,500 tourists, offer under it a variety range of services and proposals to make pleasant and unforgettable stay for the guests. And more, endless entertainment with games and exhibits, staff of artists, both locals and several nights on stage and in the pool all day. Throughout mixed paths and staircases, it is easy to hit in garden equipped with children games and pancake to rest beyond restaurant centers, always accompanied by the rhythm of the place and of the traditional music. A number of vehicles, mainly with electric propulsion, will ensure the internal displacement of guests, while to access the city and the beach, the public transport service, the resort will associate a free shuttle service van, active by day or at night. The area around the complex will be guarded 24 hours, not only for the security service, as well as by a number of video cameras and alarm systems in the case of external incursions. The complex, enjoying the great privilege of being served by a private road, will be wrapped in an absolute quietness and privacy. With these unique features, if you want to leave in each guest pleasant memory, is the complex, the city that hosts it, inducting not only to return, but also to encourage their friends to visit them. Thank you, the direction.